Hey, this is Pat with HubSpot. Hope your day is going well. I wanted to put together a quick video walkthrough of our HubSpot CRM based on some feedback I've gotten from real estate agents. I notice a lot of people download our CRM and then don't really know how to best optimize it or use it. So I want to make sure that we were putting something together that kind of give you a walkthrough of what the tools you have at your disposal are with our free CRM version, and then some of the additional tools that you could get with some of the other packages. And just before I jump in and give a walkthrough of our dashboard and our sales toolkit, just a couple questions I wanted to address. I usually get asked if HubSpot can integrate with a Zillow or a Trulia. You're not going to be able to get that integration with Zillow and Trulia that I think you're looking for. And what I mean is if somebody comes in through Zillow and they fill out a form, you're going to get notified within HubSpot. We don't have that capability. That being said, we do have integrations with over 130 different technologies and companies, and you can check that out by going to hubspot.com/integrations. And any that we don't have on here, again, we have open APIs. So relatively easy as long as you have a competent developer on the back end to create an API or an integration with HubSpot. Let's jump into the walkthrough right now. So those of you who have downloaded our free version, you're going to see our dashboard when you start. It's what you default to every time you start up. Just a really easy way to get a health check on how your sales forecast is trending to date. So you can see how much you've won, and this is a demo portal, so somebody just won a ton of money from this deal. What your sales performance is, so it'll give you contacts that have come into your database, how many of those have been actually worked, how many deals we've created, how many you've won or lost. Really easy to modify the dashboard here. You can easily just drag and drop different boxes around, making sure that the dashboard you're looking at a quick glance is going to be relevant to you. And if it's not relevant right out of the box, really easy to just go to our reports library and pick something else that's going to be more relevant to you. Something I see a lot is people want to know what type of meetings are coming up or how many meetings they booked a week. Really easy just to grab one of these reports and then pin it to the dashboard. Up at the top, we have our dashboard tab. Again, you can just click at any time to get back to it. Our contacts tab. So this is where all that information about any of your contacts' activity or behavior is going to live. For those in commercial real estate, you can also segment your database by companies. Deals is where you're actually going to be managing your pipeline and adjusting your forecast. Really easy to do. It's a drag and drop feature. So any sort of deals that you create, you don't have to go back and find the opportunity. It's very much a graphic and visual interface. Our task queue is essentially a to-do list, so you can create calling to-do lists, email to-do lists, or just general reminder lists. Really easy to do that, and it's super helpful too because it gives you alerts in your email. And then our sales tools is where all those sales efficiency tools live. So you have access to a few of them now with our free version. Ones that I think are most important and resonate the most with real estate agents are templates, sequences, documents, and our meetings link. So templates are a way to take your most redundant emails. So think of those just following up emails, schedule time with me emails, and it turns them into a very repeatable template that you can then personalize and optimize and send out to a contact really quick. And you can do this either through the HubSpot portal by diving into the individual contact profile, or you can sync it up with your Gmail or Outlook and send it directly through your Gmail or email. Our sequences tool takes templates to the next level. So it essentially chains multiple templates together and creates this automated follow-up process. Documents tool is a really easy way to upload PDF documents into HubSpot. And the benefit of doing that is you can easily attach it and send it out in either templates or sequences. But more importantly, you can see when a contact opens that document and that open gets saved to their contact profile. But it also shows you how long they've looked at the document for. It's just a really cool tool to prioritize what leads you should be following up with. Obviously, somebody who's viewed a document for a long time is a much higher lead than somebody who just looked at your document for maybe 4 seconds. And then our meetings link is a really easy way to automate that back and forth scheduling process. You essentially are creating a link to your calendar that the contact or lead can then book time based on your availability. So when we jump into our contacts tab, and I already have this tab open up here, really easy to filter out different views for your contacts. And we have a bunch of different contact properties that you can filter your contact list by. And if you don't see any here, and there's a lot already added, you can easily create your own. And when we jump into the individual contact, you essentially get what's a Facebook timeline of any sort of past behavioral information. So this includes page visits, emails opened, any activity that you've taken. So if you've logged a call, sent an email to them, if they've opened the email, how long they've viewed documents for, all that information is stored right here. Really easy way to scroll back through in time, figure out, okay, this contact is a really good one based on all this past behavior that we have. If you go to the top, you have a couple different tools right at your fingertips. First is you can take notes on the fly and it gets saved to that timeline. You can also send emails directly through the HubSpot CRM. So again, remember two ways to do this. You can send it through the HubSpot CRM, or if you sync it up to your Gmail or Outlook inbox, you can send it directly through there and it gets logged here. You also have the option to connect your phone to HubSpot, and you can do that with a hard phone or voice over IP. Benefit of doing this is you can call directly from HubSpot, really easy, but you can also record the calls here and then listen to them later. You can also log activity too. And for those of you using Salesforce, we have a great bidirectional native sync, real-time sync. So any activity that you log here will also show up in Salesforce. You can create follow-up tasks, and you can also schedule meetings directly with the contact. If we jump into our email tool here, you'll see we have a couple different sales efficiency tools right at our fingertips. And the first one being templates. I talked briefly about this, but let me show you what that actually looks like. So we have one right here, sorry I missed you, or reconnect template. And this is one you probably send out a lot. Contact either didn't show up to a meeting, something happened with scheduling. So you want to send them a quick email, follow up, and get time back on the calendar. It's a really easy way to do that. You notice I just hit maybe one button and the email's typed out. You can quickly personalize it. You can add a meetings link too. So for example, meetings link, click here. And this is what that link's going to look like to the customer when they click on it. So it's going to be a view of your calendar. They can pick what day of the week that you're available, select the time, and also select how long they want that meeting for. And once they fill that out, it'll automatically put an invite on your calendar. You can also send sequences right from here, embed documents into this template or email, and then any other sort of URL links. So now that we have our contacts, and let's say we segment them by zip code, or we've identified certain contacts that we want to go after and target, really cool tool that you guys can do right now with our free version is create a task queue. So let's say, for example, we're just going to pick a random filter that I've created. You can add these people that you've created a filter for to a static list, and that's just essentially a list that you can then export to Excel, do any sort of metrics you want against it, or you can create a task. And think of task again as a to-do list. Cool thing about this is you can create a calling list or an email list. Let's say we want to do a calling list and we've synced our phone up to HubSpot. Select what day you want it for, you select what queue you want it for, and again, you can name any type of queue you want. Follow-up queue, you can segment it by zip code. So if you have a list of people in a specific zip code, you can say, all right, today's task is to follow up with all these people, create it, and then we go to our task, which is right up here, where you can click on this. And you'll see it'll have the queue name right here. So real estate demo queue is the one we just created. If you hit start queue, HubSpot automatically takes all those contacts that we just segmented out and lines them up in sequential order. And then remember, if you have your phone connected, it's really easy just to give them a call real quick. It'll save that call. And then you can send them out a quick template. Hey, wasn't able to connect, left you a voicemail. Let's try to find time on the calendar. Just a really easy and efficient way to go about reaching out to a large amount of leads in a very small amount of time. Now, once you actually have a deal on the table, and have created a deal, this is where your deals would live. Again, very easy, very visual way to create deals and then promote deals based on any sort of criteria you set. And again, you can rename these to whatever you want. For those of you that want to have some sort of checks and balances as you create and promote deals, you can create criteria. So, for example, right here, when I try to promote this deal to the next level, it requires certain information for me to do that. That way, you can ensure that any deal that you're creating and promoting to the next stage in the selling journey, that information is going to be accurate. Now, let's jump over into the sales efficiency tools because I think these are going to be really cool for you guys. Again, this is a demo portal, so we have a bunch of different templates already created. You guys aren't going to have any created yet, so you can easily create one from scratch or use our template library. And once you actually create a template and send it out to a bunch of people, super easy to analyze the performance of it. You can see how many people opened it, see what the click rate was if you have meetings link in there or a document that you sent in or another link to a web page. And then you can see what templates are getting the most traffic. And you can either share it with your team, or if you don't have other teammates using HubSpot, you can at least figure out what templates are working the best and then try to figure out a way to duplicate that success. So again, very easy to create templates. We have a bunch already in our library. Now, the cool thing about creating templates is one, you can personalize everything with personalization tokens. So notice that we already have a personalization token here, contact first name. You can include these at any point in the body of the email or in the subject line. And again, remember, these contact tokens are really any sort of criteria that you want to segment your contacts by. So we already have a bunch in HubSpot, but you can also create your own contact properties. And again, all that information is stored on their contacts profile. So once you personalized it, the other really cool thing is HubSpot actually gives you recommendations on how to optimize this particular email. So for example, if you type the word help in the subject line, HubSpot will actually flag that and say, help is a common spam trigger word. You should probably remove that if you want to make sure that people are opening your email. And then once you've created these templates, you can chain a bunch of them together and create essentially an automated follow-up sequence. And then creating and editing a sequence is really easy. Once you have templates created, all you have to do is drag them over into the sequence order, and there's your sequence. You can also add tasks. So if you want to create delays, you can send yourself reminders to connect with them on LinkedIn, send breakup emails. It's a very easy way to quickly follow up with contacts without having to continually go through your inbox and send them a bunch of emails. For those of you using the free CRM version, we have user success coaches if you need any additional help. Really, their role is to help walk you through how to set up your free CRM. However, for those that are looking to make this their go-to platform, typically I'd recommend going with the HubSpot Sales Starter Package. Again, really it ungates a lot of the limitations in terms of how many templates you can create, how many documents you can upload. Also gives you access to sequences, and probably most important is it gives you access to the HubSpot support team. And all of our HubSpot support is located either in Cambridge or Portsmouth, New Hampshire. They've all gone through the exact same standardized training. So everybody is very technical, knows our products. It's never going to be outsourced support, and it's never going to be somebody who's not an expert on the product. So you can file tickets directly through HubSpot. You can send support an email, you can chat with them, or you can give them a call. And just to recap what we talked about, this is our pricing page. HubSpot's always been really transparent with our pricing. And this is a great way to figure out exactly what tools are included with what package. So again, for those of you using the free version, you get access to our contacts database, Gmail, Outlook integration. What I typically recommend for a real estate agent is our sales starter package, $50 a month. Really what this does is eliminate a lot of the gates that you have with the free version, and also gives you access to our phone and email support, and also gives you access to email sequences. And then for those of you that are looking for a team of real estate agents, we have our professional package, but again, more designed for teams of real estate agents. For those of you who are looking to upgrade from the free version to either the starter, or for those who have teams to the professional version, which again is $400 a month for 5 users, made it really easy for you. I included a link that'll take you directly to our pricing portal right in the email underneath this demo video. I appreciate you taking time to listen to this demo today, and hope it provided you with some valuable information on how to best optimize the HubSpot platform. and really look forward to a great partnership together. Thanks.